The Battle of Midway did not appear a complete defeat for the Americans, but it did destroy all the 4 Japanese aircraft carriers, including Hiryu. During the battle, the Japanese repelled all the first attacks, but only the 2 last attacks turned out to be decisive for the battle. The Japanese tactics of conducting operations fell short, and now the Japanese had to reconsider it. However, Japan had successfully landed on the Aleutian Islands, and it was time now to fortify the positions on the occupied territories by turning them not only into fortresses, but also into big airfield junctions. Besides, after the battle, several American aircraft carriers were also damaged, so the Americans suffered great losses, which demonstrated to the Japanese that the enemy would not be able to act on the offensive actively for some time. An airfield under construction on the Guadalcanal Island was to become one of the bases which would allow the Japanese to consolidate firmly their positions on the Solomon Islands. However, the Americans learnt of that construction and landed troops on the island. They seized the airfield without a blow and commenced proceeding with its building up. The Japanese could not conceive that the Americans could fortify their position there, so the army landing troops were supposed to throw them back to the sea without any problem. Unfortunately for the Japanese, they underestimated the enemy forces and failed to dislodge the enemy by their first attacks. The battles on Guadalcanal and around the island grew into a prolonged military